Hello, my beautiful rock stars. So I guess this is a Rocky's Reflections, but it's overlapping with several things, I guess. Um, so I have been on a journey. I mean, haven't we all? But I have been on a journey of, I guess, professional identity. Um, just feedback. I always wanted to be a writer, but I haven't published anything yet. The next career dream was to have my own talk show. I have the It's a Real podcast, but that's not monetized yet. So it's like I kept trying for these dreams and they weren't where I wanted them to be, especially for financial stability reasons. Even though I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, I did conquer that. But now I'm transitioning to Manifest Realities Happiness Coaching, my own business. So that's another gonna have to start again and be in the process. So I'm thankful for my journey, my knowledge, my experience has gotten me to where I am. But it is definitely just a reflective moment of the direction that I want to go. So, like with the podcast, if you watch Sister Sister back in the day when Tamara and her boyfriend Jordan were on the radio show, and it was like, the woman versus the man type of thing. Um, like, I love that, difference of thought, and being able to join that together. So, I really wanted to bring that to the podcast that I want, or the talk show that I wanted to have. Income, my life partner, right? Um, but as he had his own vision for his own brand, Smartt Love with two T's, check out his YouTube channel. Um, it was not a lot of focus was being put on the podcast. So then I think in that I started my own YouTube channel, LifeIsRocqi. And I've been trying to figure out what my direction is, who my audience is, and kind of my goal for this channel, right? And just through life and lessons and, growth, it's coming to a place in time where it's like I'm naturally all about introspection and reflection and growth and trying to be the best version of myself. And that has spilled over into me trying to be the best wife I can be, the best mother I can be. And you know, I hadn't thought about some of those things before. I had thought about what kind of mother I wanted to be, but I didn't think about being the best mother that I could be. And I definitely didn't think about what kind of wife or what kind of partner I wanted to be or what the best version of myself in that role looked like. I didn't think about that at all. So, as I was exposed to the manosphere, it definitely, the logic was like, you can't argue with the logic. So it was definitely hitting. And that moved me from a modern woman that I definitely claimed to be, even though I wasn't that career oriented. Like I didn't own being a career woman, but I was like, but I didn't own being a feminist either. But I was like, not seeing the value of femininity. I was not seeing the value of being a homemaker. I didn't see some of the value of the things within the traditional feminine role exist. But with the reconnection to my feminine energy, and it's been as a woman, as a wife, and as a mother. Check out my Becoming a Feminine Woman series, where you can see me on that journey, as well as Rocky's reactions on the It's a Real Podcast YouTube channel. But yeah, as I was on that journey, first it is like addressing the shit that's happening right now, right? So that's just, there's a lot of overcorrection, there's a lot of just unhappiness, there's a lot of impact specifically within the Black community of what history has done to our families, to our relationships, to us as individuals. So there's a lot of addressing that just to bring awareness to what the problems are. But then it's like you don't stay there, you grow from it, right? So through being exposed to the manosphere, I acknowledge the problem within myself. I acknowledge the areas that I need to grow within myself. Now, mind you, I was already on a journey to trying to be in a healthier relationship, to be a healthier partner. That was a whole journey in and of itself, you know, because I didn't witness healthy relationships growing up. So I had to unlearn, reprogram. Like, it was a lot. And I'm still learning, you know. But so I was already on that path. So I was open to receiving the information. And then again, I was trying to figure out who I was as a woman anyway. So who I wanted to be as a wife and who I wanted to be as a mother wasn't a far leap from there. So I was open to receiving that information. But yeah, now it's like, okay, I got it. I'm growing, right? Like I'm engaged now. Like I'm growing, right? So that being said, what direction do I want to take my YouTube channel? And I have read my bio and I said, this is my journey as a woman, as a wife, as a mother, as a writer, as a painter, as a happiness coach, and so much more. This is just my journey of life. You know, life is rocky, right? Like there's the ups, there's the downs, there's trying to figure things out. It's trying to live your best life. It's trying to create your heaven on earth, but still there's things outside of your control. Like, you know, this is life, right? And this is my reflections and my lessons on life. Whether that's actually giving you life work through Manifest Reality's happiness coaching, or teaching you some of the skills and strategies that I've learned, you know, or just reflecting, or, you know, just talking about some things. So I'm coming to terms like, yeah, I want to help other people become the best versions of themselves too. And sometimes, you know, people aren't as committed to growth, you know, and I've struggled with accepting that because that's not me. And then also you have like the clickbait of negativity. Like negativity drives just social media news. It drives a lot of this world. And it's like, but that's not who I want to be. Like, yes, again, we needed to address some shit, but that's not who I want to overall be. That's not what I want to be known for. Because that's not all of who I am. The best thing as far as like what I base my life on is growth and authenticity and freedom and love and blackness. You know, you peep that Kwanzaa in the back. But yeah, so I'm excited about my continued journey with my YouTube channel, with my online personality, as Rocqi, your revolutionary hippie. And yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes and how I continue to grow. And yes, I'm now naming my audience Rock Stars, for Rocqi, revolutionary hippie, and stars meaning embracing the light within and being about your own growth journey. So yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. I will be officially transitioning out of practicing therapy at the end of this week, and then full-time into coaching and creating my courses. And then yeah, I'll be putting a lot more energy into my YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel. So I'm excited about it. Please subscribe so you can stay tuned for the journey and, you know, share. I think having these spaces, I didn't mention this. I got sidetracked. So I went from being a modern woman, but I didn't want to be a traditional woman just because that's not me. That's just not me. I do have my masculine energy and I don't just want to disregard it just because of my relationship, you know? So for me, I'm being or becoming a balanced woman where I have access to my duality of energies, and it just depends on where they're needed, right? So like, yes, my feminine energy is needed more within my relationship, more within my home, but it's like my masculine energy is more attached to my professional journey and things like that. So it's like, I don't need to negate these parts of myself. I can embrace all of them. I just need to recognize where each of them are useful in and make sure that I'm balanced within them. So that's what I want to do. I want to help other women become more balanced women, and growing just within themselves. And again, applying these lessons, like Manifest Reality's happiness coaching is basically providing the guide to life, like the playbook, like Nobody really sat us down with these foundational life lessons. My dad did a great job, but he was also getting from self-help, whether that was Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People or Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Like, he was definitely instilling some of this foundational knowledge, which was so helpful. And I want to be able to do the same for others. Because not everybody, got this foundation, and especially, and mind you, this is a lot for my age group, but especially for the people coming up, the youngins, like, if they get this knowledge, although they are different from our generation, like their self-awareness is just heightened, and their awareness of the world and its impact is a lot more heightened than ours was, but it's probably because we're in the age of information. But watch out for this metaverse, y'all, because it's getting real. But yeah, so I think that's the direction that I want to go in. So yeah, we'll see what happens on this journey. I'm excited about it, and there's more to come. So subscribe so you can be on this journey with me, and take care of you. Peace and love.